Peace and power, peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. How you do? Peace and power to the people of the struggle. I thank the absolute truth. I thank the universal truth. I thank the absolute truth. I thank the universal truth. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people's struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments and concerns, for dialogue, for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? Yes. For knowledge born, for culture. You're in a space of integrity, a space of love. Your space. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and during the class. Please keep all funding information, fund the war effort, funding information, hashtags, green screens, ash that cap, pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western. Send a kite, zakat, send the damn bucket around, the red cup, fund the war effort. It's a war going on outside. Trust and believe. Boats is running into bridges. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're scrapping at the hair salon. Don't wait. Don't wait until you're getting cuffed up. Plastic or steel, it don't matter. It's too late. Don't wait till you get kicked out of the recital. Get yourself some help. Find out your triggers and strategies that you can use to calm yourself down. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Okay? Stop cutting up. Stop embarrassing the kids. Stop embarrassing yourselves. Okay? Neither one of you need to be running around with tents. Okay? Giving each other eye jammies and all that. Listen. Okay? Come on now. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse counseling or consultation, please book an assessment. Okay? Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. What's that on that stove? Grits? It's 4:30. What's going on? Okay? Yeah. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your alert level. Why she got that stick? Okay? You hear me? Conversations, events, people, places. That should, what? Keep your awareness intact. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. How you do? How you do? How you do? We got no time. The day's 5 minutes to 4. We started on time today, but I'm rushing. I'm running. It's busy. We got things to get into. I didn't start the dinner yet. Yeah, damn it. Let's get to it. We got some tagging to do. First of all, where's Moo? Is Detroit in the building? Moo! We got to give Moo. Wait a minute. What happened here? What's going on? Why am I frozen? Uh-oh, they playing a lot of games. Why am I frozen? What's happening? No, they not going to do that today. Nah, man. We about to give Moo the happiest born day. What's happening here? Why we frozen? What's going on with the go on? Y'all still here? What's going on with the going on? They trying to play games today, damn it. We back in effect. Moo! Yeah, Moo, you know what day it is. Listen, we gonna get to that. He better be here. Let's see. Roxanne Shante, hip-hop pioneer. Roxanne Shante, hip-hop pioneer. Our very first crush. Damn it, bring your ass to class. You got some explaining to do. Somebody call, tag, do something. Let Roxanne know. Tell her get off goddamn serious and all that. Come to class, Tay. Yeah, get her in class. We need to know if her grippers was the initial phase of gripper gate for hip hop. Bring her to class. Let's get it. Okay? Somebody tagged them as escaped inmates from Louisiana. Since they like to be online and live and all that, tag them. Tell them to bring their dumb ass to classes. Let's go. Tag them. Tag Dummy May. Tag your man again. He's consistently in class because he never come. Tag his dumb ass to bring him to class. And his partner, Dame. Come on, Dame Dollar. Tag him. Tell him to come on to class. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And tag yourselves. Tag your classmates. Let them know we on. I don't know what kind of games they pulling here early on a Monday. But we here. We gonna get it shaking. Who else is in class? Let's get to it. Attendance time, damn it. Charles, how Charles is first in class, y'all? Damn it. Charles, what up? Corey Grant, what up, C? What up, C? Yeah, Corey Grant is up in here. Tech TV, what to do? Damn it, what it do? Yeah. Philly, what up, Chris? In the building, Gene, L.A., Karim. Man, Gene, Canada's in the house. You might as well move to New York. Come on down. They need mad first aid, first responders. Canada's in the building. Tierra the Young in South Jersey in the building. Eric Brown, 55. Eric Brown, 55. 55 on a Monday. NFNT, what up? Peace and power. GB, what up? Bernadette, what up, Bernie? Soap, intellectual soapbox. Soap is in the house, y'all. Listen, y'all want relationship discussions. Y'all got to subscribe to Soap. They get it in, goddamn it. Soap is in the building. How can be? Peace, what up? Byron, what up? Florida's in the building. What's going on? Hey, Ghoster, what up? Uptown Dre, AJ Wise, peace. Musa, peace. What's going on? Bionic Prince, what up? Rick Gatling. Charles Field. Charles, I've been here. Where you been? 55 for Charles. 55 for Charles, y'all. Put his 55 down. Will, what's going on? Just going on. Yeah, we see you, Will. Much appreciated. Merklo, what up? Kenny's at Holy Grail. What's going on? We see you. Adrian Wilson, much appreciation. Funding the war effort. Andrea, what up? Healing up. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Raw Talk, real deal. What up? 55. You know it's coming. 55 for Raw Talk. 55. Yeah. Mecca. What up, Mecca? Peace. What's going on? That's it, Mr. Matt. Stephen Gill, 55. Damn it. God damn it. Yeah. Who else? Ken Williams, what up? Jeff Sparks, what up? Tim Evans, Atlanta. What up, Tim Evans? What's good? The UK, Jay. What up, Jay? London in the building. What up? Lovely lady, we see you. We see you. Natalie, y'all, bro. 55, Natalie. 55. 55. Put her 55 down, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, she gonna have to do summer school. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get it popping. Shaking. Let's shake it. Now, we know what y'all want to get into. I know what y'all want to get into first, but damn it. Nah, I'm gonna save them for last. I'm saving them for last. We got to get to the Roxanne. We got to get to the Roxanne. Roxanne Shante. Roxanne Shante. Willie, what up, Willie? Willie. Sit down, Willie. Sit down, Willie, before I give your ass a 55. Roxanne Shante. Now, I don't know. Again, y'all know I'm busy running around. Had to do my laundry late. Late yesterday. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. The Miss Fish Friday. Didn't get nothing salmon Saturday. Sunday struggle plate. Damn it, I had to do my laundry. Yeah, I had to do that laundry. Now, I might have missed it. I don't know why it's going viral today, but there was a statement that I had to address and do my homework on because nobody could have told me nothing about this little light-skinned girl with a ponytail, with a white mic and a rabbit fur coat back in 1984. Boy, 85, boy, she had my little loins jumping. Ooh, wee. Couldn't tell me nothing about no damn Roxanne Shante. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I thought that was a hip-hop at that. What? Man. Damn it, I thought I had transitioned and I was somewhere in the next universe. I seen that little girl. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't know who from NYC, who from the boroughs, who from the tri-state could ever say that I'm lying. No, everybody had a crush on goddammit Roxanne. Roxanne. Why'd you have to make a record about me? And do that thing there with the hand. Oh, God damn it. Well, she made a statement and we got to investigate to see if she was the first gripper gate. Yeah. Bam. Philly in the building. Yeah, we got to find out. So Roxanne Shante. I don't know who platform that was. Don't give a damn. Made a statement. About being a 16-year-old living with Rick James. Woo-wee. Now, I never, ever forgot about that because the song made no sense to me at all. At all. Now, we got to remember now, I keep telling y'all, I got to keep telling y'all that hip-hop went through a renaissance in 1986. So if you was out before 86 and didn't catch that steam when the lyricists really came through, you was just about forgotten about. Gotta remember, Roxanne Shante's a pioneer. I don't care how young she was. We're gonna get into it, but she was a pioneer. At 14, okay, 14 going on 15, they dropped Roxanne's Revenge. 14, yo. That's a child. 14 going to 15. A baby. Okay? Now, that's 84, 85, 86. The Renaissance. 86 is the Renaissance. You hear me? Rakim, Kane, G-Rap, KRS, Positive News, Cool Keith. Dudes are spitting. Ain't no playing. Whole different element. She was not that. And not to mention, KRS kind of destroyed them with The Bridge Is Over. Okay? All right? So by the time she doing this song with Rick James, man, I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this? We watching Video Music Box. This shit come on, and Roxanne ain't even in the video. Oh, Gripper Gate Custody. Rick James is in the video with a whole bunch of old face. Not one black woman in the entire video. But you hear Roxanne's voice. You hear the vocals. You hear the spit. And I'm like, hold on. This song don't make any sense. It ain't hip hop. But they feeding it to us. See how ignorant we were on the commercial aspect of the game? Yeah. They pushed that bullshit in front of us, and what did we do? We rejected it. You got Paz talking about potholes in my lawn, and plug tuning, and Cool Keith talking about MC Ultra. What? They ain't hearing that bullshit. 88? By the time 88 hit, they ain't listening to that. The hell was that? Lucy's rap? Nah, that wasn't shaking. Nope. But it was made. It was made. And she just made a statement that she was living with Slick Rick, the custody, for 6 months. 6 months she was living with him. Now, I had to do the timeline and did my research. I've seen videos where this is not new information. I seen her on an OFAE platform a couple of years ago, saying that she was living with him for only 3 months. Okay? So whether it's 3 or 6, it was a lengthy amount of time. 3 to 6 months, she says she was 16. Now that age is significant. Very significant. Why? Because at 16, there were other statements that was made. She had already had a son. Okay? All right? She already was in a very, very, very abusive relationship. Yeah, a bad DV situation, a batterer. So I'm trying to figure out who protected her. And at what point is she going to really speak on it and expose whether or not it was Grippergate involved? Okay? Nah, age limit don't go out nowhere. No, she's still a child, okay? Because you are physically able to give birth does not excuse the fact that this is a young person. I've seen mothers, first babies at 28, first babies at 33, and suffer all type of postpartum, all type. Everybody handles the process differently. So no, she's a baby at 14, 15. So now, she's publicly said it, and it's publicly on record. She was a teenage mother at 15. Now, she was already out. So you got to understand what's going on here. in the project, very dangerous. A project that was, again, like many of our NYCHA developments, starting to be infested with guns, crack, cocaine, older guards and old timers that's out of control, money, dudes getting clapped on a regular. That's an institution. And then she goes into the recording industry, an institution that got a lot of custies, and Pedialites in it. Okay? So the age is significant because of what she's saying. Now, before we even go there, we got to get into it. We got to say, I'm telling you right now, this is where we at. Roxanne's Revenge. Debut single by American rapper Roxanne Shante was produced by then unknown Marley Marl, released in 1984 through an independent label, Pop Art Records. In the song, a 14-year-old Roxanne Shante, whose real name is Lolita Shante Gooden, responds to UTFO's hit song Roxanne Roxanne. In addition to a feud with UTFO, this also caused between 30 and more than 100 answer songs. Phenomenon. Worldwide. From different hip hop artists to be produced at that time. Okay? Now, in what would be called the Roxanne Wars. Okay? 14. Named Lolita. Right? Now, do y'all know what slang Lolita is? Do y'all know? Do y'all know? Do y'all know? Stephen Gill, do you know what a Lolita is? Don't know why that happened to be her government. Do y'all remember Prince's song, Lolita? Huh? Do you remember the Prince song, Lolita? Off of the album, is it 3121? Is it 3121 with Lolita on it? Huh? Man, Lolita is not a name, okay, that we give a little melanated child in the ghetto, but that's her name, so be it. So be it. Again, names is important. Sometimes you manifest what your parents name you, right? Not saying that this is the case, but 14 years old, right? Now, when you look up the track listing, it says it's written by Glenn Bolton, Arnold Hamilton, Paul, Houston, and all these other individuals who are, of course, getting publishing and writers credits on it. Producer, Stetsasonic. So I keep telling y'all, you see how East New York is all over the pioneering of hip hop. That's why it was so important to many of us, okay? Right? Co-produced by certain people. Keyboards and the horns was DBC, right? Mastered by Herb Powers Jr. And produced, executive producer, that's the money, Tom Silverman of Tommy Boy Records. Okay? Now, 84, 85, she gives birth. And it is well known because we see it. We see young, my namesake, Karim, right? In all the photos, she's a proud, young teen mother handling her business. Everybody know. This is not hidden. Okay? Now, we get into what she says she was doing at 16. Now, 16, we know publicly she says she was getting beat up, abused, battered, okay, by her child's father. Okay? By her child's father. So bad that he broke ribs and she was hospitalized. As a teen going through that, navigating whatever she could through this little hip-hop industry, which wasn't nothing compared to the way it is now. Nothing. But she was the star of it. Put that cloak on her back and elevated it. Okay? We're not going to play with that. Elevated hip-hop. She was one of the instrumental pieces in that. From her battling UTFO to KRS and all of them, Boogie Down, Queens, her and Shan. I'm telling you, these was huge records and carried momentum, carried us through. Okay? Now, who's protecting her? Zelda Johnson, much appreciation for the super chat. Who's holding her down? Who's protecting her? Okay? Because remember, she not on no major. She not with Run DMC, you know. She not with Houdini, you know. Shit. She ain't even with the Fat Boys in them. Not in the Bronx with Mel in them. Who's holding her down? They have to know. Because if she's in the hospital, if she's getting beat up, she can't go on tour. She can't do shows and book dates. She had to spend this time. Who holding her down? This is a child. Regardless of how we all was moving back then and who we believed we were kids, yo. So now you got this teen mother with all this weight on her back. Somehow, she didn't get into it. Nobody knows, but this shit is moving now. She gets to Rick James. Now the song, Lucy's Rap, is a 1988 song written and recorded by Rick James. Damn it. Did I go get my other notes? Y'all know how I feel about my notes. Did I? Hold on, damn it. Ta-da! Hold on, damn it, right? 88. Yeah, because we ain't going to skip nothing today, damn it. 88. Song written and recorded by Rick James with a rap performed by Roxanne Shante. Okay? The single was one of the last of Rick James' releases to make the Hot Black Singles chart. All right? 88. So now, she's saying she's 16 in 88. But she came out in 84, 85 at 14, 15. So you either 16 or 17, more like 17, 18. Because I went in the Army at 88. Soon as 88 came in, January, February, I was 18. So you gotta be 17, 18 around that time. Okay? Still a minor, still young, but a little bit experienced because you have this child who went with you everywhere. Now you go out there and at this time, that's why I had to get my notes. Rick James is a full-blown out custody. Straight crackhead. Fiend. Let's go to the note. James's drug abuse began in his teens. First with marijuana and heroin. He began using cocaine in the late 1960s. Although James claimed that he quit cocaine when he entered prison. An autopsy showed there were small amounts of the drug in his bloodstream at the time of his demise. His drug use led to major health problems. In April 1984, he was hospitalized after being found unconscious at his house by a friend. Already a full-blown out custody in 84. We know the stories of him and Sly Stone in closets, in studios for 2 weeks with a half a brick going up. So now, somebody who, I don't know, decided that this young rap pioneer, young teen mother rap pioneer should go do a song with Rick James. Now, mind you, I'm not going to say that it was that offbeat because in '88, we had a slew of hip hop artists doing songs with R&B artists. If y'all don't know, I can hip you. Dougie Fresh with Joyce Cinderella Irby, okay? Rakim, Jody Watley, okay? Big Daddy Kane, Patti LaBelle, okay? Jazz-O and the OJs, all right? Yeah, a lot. It was going on in '88. They was trying to catch wind because hip-hop was taking. They was moving. We wasn't listening to that. None of that. Your pops and them was listening to some soul. We ain't on it. It's out of here. We hip-hop. So there was a lot going on. Who put this thing together with Roxanne and Rick James? He was a custody, doing all type of stuff, okay? All right? That's what he was. She was out there in '88. Now I'm trying to figure this out. This is the thing. She didn't give up no grippers. You mean to tell me Rick James didn't sample them grippers? A straight fiend got a young superstar rapper living with him. Several videos she already said they did the song in 2 days. 2 days. So why was you there for 3 to 6 months? Anywhere between 3 to 6 months. She told her Ofe 3 months. The new video going around, she said 6 months living with the custody. He ain't stopped being the custody. So he had custody activities going on. You mean to tell me he didn't look at... And Shante in '88, Shante was bad. Shante was bad. It was no hiding nothing. For 18 and 19, you could put all of the female rappers that was in the game at that time on one stage. And Shante was bad. She was, yeah. Way better than Sweet Tea, Salt and Pep, yeah. MC Light, yeah. '88 Shante, ooh-wee, ooh, ooh. Ponytail, thick, Shante in '88. You mean to tell me Rick James, the custody, ain't trying to sample them grippers? Nah, no. Not having it, not hearing it. Listen, story would have made sense. I'm telling you. But I know how attached to her son she was and is, and consistently. Who had the boy for the 3 to 6 months that she was living with Rick James? Shorty was only 2 or 3. However you do the math on it. A mother coming out of a domestic violence relationship. You already got a bunch of men that you around, the Juice Crew and all these dudes, and nobody helped, nobody did anything to prevent you from being abused. You got your seed, you break out. Who had the baby for 6 months? Who had the baby while you was out there with Slick Rick James? Talk about it. Talk about it. Gotta make sense. It's not making sense to me that you was out there all that time with no grip or gate activity. Still trying to navigate your way in the music business when you wasn't getting no bread. You was not getting any bread. We know how them contracts was back then. Slick Rick the cokehead. Huh? Talk about it. Slick Rick ain't try. Now, we know Slick Rick's affinity, taste alike for them old fays. We know that for a fact. Could that be a reason that she escaped that custody? Huh? Because he likes them white women. I'm telling you, in the song, the video for the song, there's not one black woman in Lucy's rap video. He got a whole bunch of them little skinny old fays in hooker clothes paraphernalia, well, costumes, or a whole lot of like, lace and garters and legs out, skinny, looking like how they do on the track. Yeah, we know he likes them. But still, you're a fiend, coke fiend, and you got something in your crib for 3 months to 6 months, young, fertile, bad, like Shante, and no grip or gate activity went down? Nah, I don't believe it. He was notorious. Hold on now. Let's see how notorious he was. By the 1990s, James' drug addiction was public knowledge. He was heavily addicted to cocaine and later admitted to spending about $7,000 per week on drugs for, for 5 years straight. Ooh, that's a custody. King custody. So now, we know Shante know the streets. We know that for a fact. Well educated, respected by dudes in all 5 boroughs on the street, because she was never about no sedity prissy bullshit. So maybe she was in the crib for 3 to 6 months, stashing. Let me get that. He might have been dropping a few grand let me get that. Stuff in her bags and something. Because something got to make sense. You was there first 2 days you made the song. The first 2 days. While you was over there all that time. Make it make sense. Oh, wait. They didn't say the boy was with her. On August 2nd, 1991, James and his girlfriend Tanya were arrested on charges of holding a 24-year-old Frances Alley hostage for up to 6 days, tying her up and forcing her to perform acts and burning her legs and abdomen with the hot end of a crack cocaine pipe during a week-long cocaine binge. James faced a maximum sentence of life in prison. November 3rd, 1992, while out on bail for that incident, James, under the influence of cocaine, assaulted a music executive. Yeah, man. Damn it, Rick. Music executive said that during a business meeting at a hotel that 2 of them kidnapped and beat her for over a 20-hour period. James was found guilty of both offenses, but was cleared of a torture charge that could have put him in prison for the rest of his life. So you mean to tell me Roxanne escaped that? You escaped that? You was there 3 to 6 months while he was in custody? And nothing happened. Nothing happened. He ain't tried to peek while you was in the shower. early in the morning. You know how them custies do, you know how them crackheads do? He wasn't trying to roughhouse him. You ain't have to fight him off one time, not one time. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nope. 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 Either these dudes don't know how to interview, or somebody's telling them they can't pry into the facts of this. But we need to know when Grippergate started in hip-hop, so y'all can stop questioning whether or not Biggie was sus, whether or not Pac was sus, whether or not the game is sus. Y'all need to know the truth, so these people that's around, y'all gotta ask them. Pride, like, hold on. Come on now. You ain't have to fight him off one time. And he was getting that good. He wasn't getting no processed. She was getting that good coke from the 80s. He getting that Tony Montana. You ain't had to fight him off? Nah, I don't believe it. And I would have believed it. But we do know that sometimes she says a little untruths. She says a little untruth sometimes. Remember, she said she was a doctor. She had a PhD. I was surprised. I was like, damn. Remember that she fell out of public sight. So when it came back, and they was like, yo, she was out. She was a doctor. Darn. Catalog, much appreciation for the super chat. Yeah, I love Shante, but she's lying. Come on now. Bliz was cool. Keith Grippergate. Listen, he was Grippergate. He all the way in. He all the way in. Come on, he's a whole PORN star. We're not going there. But he wasn't doing it for the industry. She needed much appreciation. Okay, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Shanita Jones. Now let's get to it. She does tell some untruths. PhD. I was shocked. I remember one of the rap dudes who wore me as a vest anytime they wanted to be out in the street. Had a radio interview with Roxanne when she was doing her independent radio show at this radio station near Woodhall Hospital, right under the train station. I forgot what college it was. I don't know if it was Pace had an office over there. One of these college radios. I said, damn, the doctor getting ready to interview you? He was like, yeah, I've known her for a long time. We're going to do this thing. This was a while ago. This had to be about 2000. I don't even think my daughter was born. It might be 2005, 2006. I was like, damn, that's good. Shawnee's still in business, but she's a doctor? I was blown. I was like, how'd that happen? I don't even remember her graduating high school. She was in the business a long time, which ain't a slight. Them pioneers, a lot of them didn't finish high school. A lot of 50-plus-year-olds running around without a diploma. I'm going to let y'all know that for real, for real. Don't be surprised. It happened. Just like a lot of them Motown. I doubt Smokey Robinson got a damn diploma. Remember, they was sucked up into the industry. Grippergate became phenoms and icons. Shit. For real, for real. Okay? So when they said, I was running with it. I used to say it all the time. Yes, tell a doctor, she don't need that. Come to find out, that ain't so. Okay? Yeah. In August 2009, New York Daily News published a story about the former rapper convincing her label Warner Music Group to pay for her education for life. She says she received an undergraduate degree from Mount Manhattan College and a PhD in psychology from Cornell University. About a week later, another news source published a piece exposing Shantae's apparent fib. She didn't have a degree at all. at all. Okay? Shante has now released a statement apologizing about the fiasco. I would like to thank my longtime fans and supporters for your continued support. I am humbled and grateful to all of you for that. Without going into all of the details as of right now, I would like to apologize that this story regarding my post-recording career has caused such a ruckus. The entire story will be revealed at a later time. Throughout my career and life, I have been faced with many challenges, both professionally and personally. Like all of you, I am human and may have not made the correct decision at the time. And like anyone else, I would like to think that my entire life or career is not judged by one error or mistake. And it wasn't. It hasn't been. Because she's popping right now. Okay? But see, this is early. Before social media. You understand what I'm saying? Just in the beginning stages. When the blogs and all that shit was going on. And yo, this ain't the 80s where you could just say something and you didn't have some hater trying to bust you down. So she got caught up. Continue. It is very easy to criticize someone, and I have left myself open to criticism. That is fair. There are plenty of people that will attest that I have done a lot for them. It seems, though, that negativity gets more attention than positivity. All I can say to that is before you level any further criticism and cynicism, walk in my shoes. I'm making this statement to apologize to the people that truly care about me for for any angst that this situation has caused and to thank them for their continued support. Come on now. And yeah, she continues. I'm proud that during my 20 plus years as a pioneer in the hip hop industry to have opened the doors for those who came after me, such as MC Lyte, Salt and Pepper, and Queen Latifah, to name a few. I have no further statement in regards to this matter at this time. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. And true. Because damn it, in this day and age, we done caught a lot of these dudes and women lying. Meg Thee Stallion done had a hell of a whopper. Testified at trial. Told Gayle King. Lies. Bold-faced lies. Not no little fib about a degree. She done said this man clapped her. And y'all still getting ready to go and support her pajamas and stuff like that. Okay? So it's easy for artists back then, pioneers and stuff like that, to get caught up in it. Okay? Now, no foul, no harm. I don't know if she had somebody, in an office somewhere laid up on a couch telling her they problems and she diagnosing. I don't know if it went that far. Okay? So we're going to give her some light. But yo, hold up. We know that untruth came out. All right? So we got to ask her, we got to press her. Did Custy Rick James try to get them grippers? We're not saying that you did. We want to know how far back Grippergate was introduced into hip-hop. Okay? Because Reverend Run had a case. I hope y'all don't forget that. Reverend Run had a case. He had an essay. Yeah, he did. And if the pattern was started that early on, in order for them to get some type of ritual done, in order for them to further their careers, we need to know it was a lot going on. And the only way we're going to rectify and get some correcting going on if we know the truth. So did Slick Rick James try to get them grippers, Shante? Don't glaze around and talking about you was living there 3 to 6 months while he was a cold fiend. All right? And again, I'm not judging. She's done a lot for a lot of people. She's a two-time breast cancer survivor. She get props. She's married, and we know that the husband hold her down to the, because somebody that young has been going through so much that doesn't need consistent counseling has to have a man that's very patient, understanding, and knows how to, you dig, keep her solid in a good space. So she's way beyond a lot of stuff. But we need to know the truth. I don't believe Rick James ain't trying to get them grippers. I don't, not near, not now, not never. Okay? Huh? Ain't no 3 weeks, son. 3 months, 6 months. Nah, so we done with Roxanne Shante. Tag her, tell her to come to class and explain what's going on. Okay? We need to know. We need to know the truth. Now, let me get rid of these knuckleheads real quick. And excuse me, my allergies got my nose running, but I'm damn sure not going to blow my nose. That's just disgusting. Okay? So let's get to these dummies. Right? For whatever reason, these escaped convicts from Louisiana. Yeah, let's get to them now. Dummies. They getting caught lacking. And at this point, I'm telling you right now, especially if y'all in my class, any one of y'all talking about RIP and GoFundMe for any of these dummies that get clapped, y'all getting kicked out of class. Y'all getting kicked out of class. I'm telling you right now. Right now. Because these are the dumbest. These dudes? Nah. If you don't know, let's get to it. It's been 3 days since 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans Parish Jail, prompting a citywide manhunt and inmate lockdown. 3 of the inmates had been captured as of 2:30 p.m. Sunday, and 7 were still at large. New Orleans Police Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick said they should be considered armed and dangerous and urge residents to report anything they see or know, but not to panic and live normally. That's hard to... How the hell, first of all, how you living normally in New Orleans any damn way? They crazy out there. I'm going to say it, and I've been saying it. New Orleans, some of the finest women in the world. But they crazy out there. We already know that. All that water and all that water, Master P and damn it, Lil Wayne and Baby and all of them. They crazy out there. Live normally, yeah, all right. Not with these niggas running around. Nah. Sheriff Susan Hudson, who has faced criticism from both local and state leaders, said the inmates escaped around 1 a.m. Friday and were not discovered missing since 8:30 a.m. She said authorities are investigating if the escape could be an inside job. Damn. We know one of them was live with a bunch of friends. His dumb ass got locked up. Yeah. Because what he don't know is all they did was ping any of them phones that was in the area real quick. Locked his dumb ass up before he even got to eat a piece of shrimp, a gumbo, crawdad, nothing. Get your dumb ass back up in here. Yeah, he went live. Yeah. The hell's the matter? Now, I don't know about the other one. They said the other one that got knocked at the bus stop. His ass sleeping at the bus stop. Now, I don't know. I got to do my research and homework on that particular vid, but it damn sure looked like one of them at the bus stop. No plan. No plan of action. Now, let's see. Wait a minute. We got to see why they should have had a plan. Who are the 7 inmates still on the run? Of the 10 inmates who escaped, 5 are charged with murder or attempts. 2 have been held in the city's jail for at least 2 years. Local and state law enforcement are actively searching for all of the at-large suspects. Yeah, these dudes got bodies. Yeah. Yeah. So if you got one and you got up out of there and you ain't got no plan of action, you done off. Yeah. Yeah. So you see all that shit Nas was talking about? Free all my niggas in Attica, send them to Africa and all that? Nah, you can't send. Africa don't want these dudes. They don't want them. They escaped already and don't even have a plan, nothing. Not a Uber waiting, nothing. Dudes at the bus stops, dudes is on live. What's good? This is the present state of inmates. Y'all get free, y'all break out, and y'all get right on social media. Y'all at the bus stop, waiting for the L18 to take you where? To 3rd Ward? Man, if you don't get your ass back in the county, what the hell's the matter with you? Talk about it. Huh? No plan. Y'all just out. Like it's some Sidney Poitier movie. Y'all niggas, y'all just running. Ah, man. Huh? JP, much appreciated for the sub. Y'all running. No cuffs, none. Y'all out. And y'all can't get away. You go live. You don't get a piece of pussy, nothing. You with a bunch of dudes going live after being locked up. You don't get a hot meal, nothing. You live. They bagged him. Then they just bagged another one. Come on, man. This is the mental state of individuals in the streets. This is the mental state of individuals that's doing crime. Okay? That's why I keep telling you. You cannot look to the criminal element. You cannot look to the crime life in the streets to bring about revolutionary change, to bring about liberators. It don't work. It don't work. These is knuckleheads. These is numbskulls. You running like James Caan and shit. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's where we at with it. So they still at large. Yeah, they still at large. Maybe Nas will send them to Africa or something. I guarantee you they sending them things right back. Ain't like, y'all send the crackhead version over here. We don't like that. No. Don't send us them. Yeah. Now that's all you got. Yeah. Okay? That's all you got. Now, for the moment that y'all all been waiting for in class today, Dummy May. Yeah, Dummy May. We gotta talk about Dummy May. And, yeah, Dame Dummy. Dummy May and Dame Dummy. Yeah, they back in class again. Yeah. I like it because they got so many people that rock with them, that believe in them, and that call anybody who critiques their dumb, foolish mess haters. Oh, y'all hating, tearing a black man down. You ain't got that money. You don't know about their money. Stop looking in their pockets and all this. Out of here with that. Yes, I hate anybody that does nothing for our liberation and does everything to make sure them bankers keep their pockets fat. So you supposed to hate them. They the worst of the worst of anybody melanated. They've aligned themselves with your enemy time and time and time again. And you still sit and support. That's the same thing you would do. You would get the bag like that and run off. Acting like you not. We supposed to hate them. Spit on them. You crazy. You got no love for them. Ever. They don't love us. Everything they do is for the old faith. Every dream they got is an old faith dream. Every woman they lay with is an old faith. You think I give a damn? Hell yeah. Hate them. But Dummy may have just finished himself. You're done. You're done. I mean, is that not the reason that y'all say the Puffster was finally charged and indicted? Didn't he sue a big company? Isn't that what everybody that was saying? Remember Slim Thug? Yo, they just going after him because he didn't play the game. You know, he sued that company. How many of them old ass rap dudes said that? How many of them young rap? Yo, he shouldn't have sued them. That's why they went at him. Didn't y'all say that? Isn't that the logic that y'all saying? Why baby oils and lubes happen to hit the way they hit? The reason why Diddy on trial right now? Y'all said because he sued that company. Baby said, I done heard all of them say it. Why would Dummy Mayweather think that he's going to open up a lawsuit? Not against these companies, these corporations, but a media, somebody that puts propaganda, a media outlet that puts propaganda to control thought of the masses. You think he's going to sue one of them and survive? Nah. Finished. He'll be having a Diddy case real soon. Real soon. Again, y'all come to class because y'all know I don't speak nothing but the truth. Cosby. Then Cosby drop paperwork? Okay. Wasn't they saying that R. Kelly dropped paperwork to get to see what masters he's supposed to get? Done off. Huh? Okay. So Dummy Mayweather files a lawsuit. And what did he claim? Not that was money owed. He claimed racism. Woo! Boy, when I tell you they gonna go through every financial record he got, when it comes to that Manhattan real estate deal, they gonna be on it. Oh, you wanna file lawsuits? Okay, look, Mayweather's lawsuit claimed that Geiger refused to review documents of the deal and that it was an attempt by Geiger to publicly humiliate Mayweather as if he hasn't been humiliating himself for the last year and a half. Going to Israel's damn near live over there, shaking hands, kissing people, running with Netanyahu at the wall, donating all type of things. Okay? First responder stuff. He living, he doing his thing. That's humiliating to us. Okay? Wearing them stupid ass cowboy boots. That ain't humiliating. Sitting at WNBA games counting money. And nobody giving a damn. That ain't humiliating. But because this man put this article together, huh? You wearing Mary J boots and a big ass bag, that ain't humiliating. Okay. Floyd Mayweather's statement. They embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation characterized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. Business Insider rebutted and provided a statement. We will vigorously defend against this meritless attempt to discredit our reporting and smear our reporter. They gonna go all the way in. Forensic accountant, boy oh boy. Oh my goodness. But see, his so-called business partners who are bankers, they gonna make sure that they out of that. Y'all after him. Y'all after him. So they gonna stay clear of this. They already got their bread set up, and they might be able to utilize whatever information come out the lawsuit that he filed to get out of the real estate deal and keep their bread. I'm just saying, this is how they give it up. This is how the Ofe give it up. This is how the bankers and Bagelmeisters give it up. They're going to be secure and fall back. Okay? Y'all hear me? Okay? The lawsuit comes after a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger claimed that the 62-building Manhattan real estate portfolio that Mayweather announced he acquired never actually occurred. Geiger's report stated there was no evidence a sale was made. Now, if there was no sale made at the time of his article, your lawsuit is dead. But what it's going to do is allow the courts to make sure all of the records are subpoenaed so the defense can have what they need, and so that Floyd and his lawyers. So go ahead. Black folk is just dumb when it comes to dealing in the business of large corporations here in America. Y'all still don't get it. That you guys were business. The only business that ever mattered. Chattel slavery. Wall Street. So any tricks that they have, technology that they utilize to wiggle up out of contracts, treaties, they don't honor their word, but y'all still find success in dealing with them. Now, when the stuff go left, you want to sue them? Okay. Okay, dummy. Dummy May, you're going to find yourself with your partner, Dame Dummy. Yeah. See, this is how this works. But they've been gassing the whole hip-hop generation. Not the culture, the generation. 68, 69 babies, 66, 67 babies who birthed and came through with hip-hop. A generation that believed that our saviors was coming from hip-hop. That our sovereignty was attached to that. No. Not at all. Deals, labels, contracts, agreements, and all this splits. Nah. No. It ain't got nothing to do with you. So now look, Dummy May, about to be finished. Look what they did to your man, dumbass Dame. A federal court, District of New York, has taken extraordinary steps of appointing a receiver to liquidate Raquel Horn's entire interest in the Dash Group, an umbrella company that holds some of Dame Dash's most prized businesses, including the American New streaming platform, CEO by Dash, and the children's title, Dusko Goes to Space. Yeah, take Dusko little ass to space, and y'all better hope y'all don't end up in a shelter. I'm saying. Where is the business acumen? Because you're going to have haters. Right? You're going to have so many people that's saying that we're haters. Nah, he's the best businessman. He know what he doing. He acquired all this. Nah, he did this for the culture. He did this. I can be. Much appreciation for the super chat. What happened? I have never seen a successful businessman go through so much litigation ever. Especially not a smart one. Y'all said he's smart. Y'all said he built Rockefeller. Y'all said he built Rockaware. Y'all said he responsible for Cam and Dipset and Vodka and all this other weird shit. How? It's a dummy. Okay? The move aims to satisfy a 2020 judgment of $78,289 owed to author, filmmaker Edwina Brooks, who successfully sued Dash for distributing a film adaptation of her Mafietta book series without permission. Dash fought back in the court but lost every appeal, and the debt is now ballooned to $100,000 with interest and legal fees. You mean to tell me Cam couldn't give him $100,000? Mace couldn't give him $100,000? Jimmy? Y'all swear, keep bread. Jim Jones got mad motion. He really represented Harlem. None of them couldn't give him $100,000? I guarantee you, Cameron right now, today could go on, it is what it is, and pull $100,000 out his pocket right now today. And he couldn't hit Dash with that? He couldn't hit Dash with that. We going on a judgment in 2002. He been appealing all this time. He couldn't say, yo, son, let me just get this rod out the way and here, take, let me get this $100. We put something together and we good for it. Now this shit that he was trying to get dudes to come to, this America New, y'all always, yeah, he got the streaming platform. Yeah, he doing numbers, yo. He getting ready to do this. When the only content on it was his silly ass sitting there in socks and bullshit, calling it content. He don't even have that. Let me get that. That's what they said. Give me that. But he's smart though. Y'all say he's smart. Y'all say Dummy May is smart. And all I keep telling you is that these dudes was inserted into a system that was already functioning. Somebody protected them and allowed them to utilize that institution, and they threw it in your face. Dame said he throws away a t-shirt after wearing it one time. If I ever see him panhandling with a red cup, I'm going to slap the shit out of him. He said he throws away a t-shirt after wearing it one time. Who wears a t-shirt more than once? They consistently try to humiliate and dehumanize individuals who work, who try to figure it out, who not able to do what they were allowed to do in an industry where they didn't own shit. This is what they allowed. That's what commercial rap became. A tool to make you feel bad because you wasn't sticking your little Peter Wood Johnson into some broad from Uzbekistan or Peru or something. They kept saying mix Spanish and Latin and all this other weirdness. We got Liz, we on jets and all this other weirdness to make you feel a certain way about not wanting the American dream, not wanting the Ofe dream. They weaponized hip hop, turned it into commercial rap. And this is the smart dude, but I'm hating. This is the smart dude who tried to hide up under the Ofe wife. Judge said, nah, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. And this is what they're calling it. A pattern of asset shuffling, alleged. Okay? Because Ofes do that all the time. Right? Remember, these dudes be with, who the other dude? The 19 dude. And the Earn Your Leisure dude. And they telling y'all all this weird, stupid shit about hiding money here, LLC there, a trust here, and this and that, and all this other stupid shit that don't apply to you. That's for the Rockefellers, the Cartiers, the DuPonts, and all this other shit. Not for rappers. Not for nothing that got to do with entertainment. Okay? A pattern of asset shuffling, alleged. Brooks claims Dash has repeatedly moved money through entities such as the Dash Group and Poppington LLC to dodge payment. After several failed attempts to collect, including last November's court-ordered auction of Dash's 1/3 share in Rockefeller Records, Brooks sought a more aggressive remedy. The judge's last order forces Horn, Dame's wife, to surrender corporate records and cooperate fully with the receiver, or, so her stake can be sold, with proceeds earmarked exclusively for Brooks until the judgment plus interest is covered. Yeah, old fake can't save you. She ain't losing her little stash. Nah, let me give them these paperwork so they can get this little punk 100,000. But see what that does? That opens everybody else to what she and he really have, so more lawsuits can come. Okay? Huh? Right? Hold on. $4 million in the defamation judgment was awarded to Josh Weber after Dash's comments on the Earn Your Leisure podcast. During that episode, Dash said, I had a judgment and I knew this D-head, Chris Brown and Josh Weber and Muddy Waters. Chris Brown, the lawyer, I went through 4 trials with the same lawyer. What I lost was defamation because these guys triggered me and steal my S. You think there's freedom of speech? It's really not. $4 million. $823,000 still owed to Weber and others from the Dear Frank litigation. $8 million in unpaid New York State taxes. Come on now. Come on now. This is a smart dude. This is a smart businessman. Him and Dummy May. Wait till they bust Dummy May in the head. Wait. Wait. Huh? Let's continue. For the once celebrated Rockefeller co-founder, the forced liquidation of Dame's wife's holdings marks another significant unraveling of an entertainment empire now overshadowed by mounting court judgments and persistent financial turmoil. Hey, Poppy. Right? 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 Huh? Huh? Yeah. But he's smart. These are the dudes that for years y'all been trying to pattern y'all shit after. And when somebody gives you truth, and say, yo, hold on a minute, make it make sense. Nah, he doing it. Look, he said it. Look, nah, he on the jet. Nah, he doing it. Right? And you pattern your business that has nothing to do with entertainment, listening to these bozos, listening to the propaganda and agendas and narratives that these dudes are using to blow themselves up on YouTube and Instagram so they can keep scamming y'all. That's what it is. You're only doing two things in any type of actual business: providing a service, or you got a product. What product comes from the entertainment industry that you can't get anywhere else? What product? They making you dance? They making you reflect, think, ooh, it's deep. Because most of the time, they just promoting somebody else's brand, a sneaker, some drawers, something to drink. They're not providing a service to you. They're not moving our people towards no type of liberation. They're not telling you the secret of the secret of the secret to really get your little entrepreneurship moving and popping. You still looking to them. And I told y'all months ago, he was peddling that dumbass book, trying to get it into the Department of Education, meeting with mad principals, going up. Nobody want to care about that woman book. Ain't no old fake can write no book for no little black children. You hustling backwards, Paul. In Florida, Virginia, I try to get rid of all type of curriculum that got to do with us. You think that people not hip? That your wife is an old fake writing in the voice of a little black kid? Nobody want that shit. Get that shit out of here. Take Dusko and go that way. So two of y'all finest. Keep saying that people are hating. Keep saying somebody's hating. Because you want to sit in a space and go in a room full of white folk and tell them your dreams. We have got nothing from them. Nothing. And now it's proof. They keep giving you proof after proof after proof. Proof after proof after proof that they utilize commercial rap to fatten the pockets and lives of old fays all around the world. Any deal that you saw was based on nothing. They gave the actual individual peanuts, and they tell you that over and over again. From their recording contracts to deals to everything. All these dudes end up in the same space. So it's never no hate. We giving facts. Y'all gotta know what money is, what it's about. How are you paid for your labor? Then you do the math on it. It's not that hard. You gotta sit there and think like, hold on, wait a minute. These dudes was getting this, that, and the third. Where's it at? I could take you anywhere in Brooklyn. Anywhere where there's residential housing. Blocks and blocks of for sale signs. If these dudes was getting it like that, where they portfolios for real? None of them got 2 or 3 houses in Brooklyn, 2 or 3 in Queens. This shit ain't that expensive for what these dudes is claiming they got. And none of them got no homes in the town. Come on. Think. They ain't got no land out of town. Nothing. Then you get sued for a punk $100,000 when you let a little sus fairy take $2 million cash out you. You gotta run up on basketball courts for a punk. Come on, man. But y'all believe that sucker shit. Now, let's get to it, because there's always more proof. Here go proof from your man Exhibit. Detroit rapper, West Coast pioneer. Exhibit. Talking about what he was getting actually from corporation, MTV, and how intricate this shit get. Exhibit said, when we got on MTV, I think the agents I was with signed some BS ass deal, and we didn't know it. We didn't know it was going to be what it was. It was like $5,000 an episode. I thought that they would play my music videos, but obviously they didn't. Now, $5,000 an episode. If they had 20,000, if they had 20 episodes a season, which is really a year, a season year, which they really shortened it now, but say it was 20. Because I've seen some shows, they talking about, yeah, they got 20 seasons in, and it's just, no. They split the seasons up to a year. 2 seasons within a year. So they give you 18 shows here, 18 shows at the end of the year. Back in the days, it wasn't like that. A season was a full year. So say he did 20. Do the math. 20 shows for $5,000 a show. I'll wait. $5,000 an episode for, say, 20 shows. If they had 20 shows in a season. Because damn sure didn't have 20 shows a season. $100K minus taxes. Thank you, Tyson. So for a rapper who was already platinum, who was already holding down a lot, X to the Z, now he commits to this show. No, now he can't go on tours like that and all that. He's doing this raggedy ass show, right? Let's continue. Frustrated with the figure, Exhibit revealed that the situation became worse as time progressed. As things started to go on and on, I wasn't happy because I'm not able to tour and do other things. Okay? Exhibit then claimed that the situation really turned sour when Viacom started to pay him less. My deal with Viacom and MTV, they knew they were paying me nothing, he said, before explaining that he was told by the company he would receive 15% of all the merch. So I mean, if you had a shirt with Pimp My Ride and Exhibit on it and all that, he would get 15%. There was fine print that said anything that includes your name and likeness. Fine print. It's always a fine print with these Ofays and Bagelmeisters. The fine print. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do some wild shit like Kanye and they say, oh no, you done messed up. This was a clause. And give me 500 million. It's always fine print. Okay? Boom. First season, you look at the box, my face is in it. Every season after that is just a car. So this is how they play you. They don't show your face. So now you not the face of the brand no more. The cuts allegedly didn't end there. When they went to syndication, which is every year, regardless of his new shows or not, selling it to different countries, moving it around. When they went to syndication, they edited my music out so they didn't have to pay me. This is what they do. So now when you say, well, they went to pro-kids, nigga, they just use your name. That's it. He ain't get no PC or for nothing. When they talk about the vodkas and all this other weirdness, if they wasn't putting bread up and owning it outright or a majority stake in it, they wasn't doing nothing but advertising. So all these dudes y'all think have bread, nothing. Money, economics is based on two things, a product or a service. If you don't own a product, you getting peanuts. They've been doing that shit since Billy D and Colt 45. Barry White and Michelob, damn it. These dudes get peanuts off of that. But y'all said he was so smart. He was the best businessman because y'all watched stupid ass propaganda videos of him screaming at Leo and running around and he wasn't doing nothing. Because the end result is that he's in court looking like he done aced. Watch his face when he aced, y'all. Ha! Your man is acing out. Acing out. Mayweather, ha! Acing out. Watch they face. Watch they face when they ace. Because that's what the dreams of the Ofe are about. Yeah, we gonna let them get a few crumbs and nickels, but watch they face when they ace. Bastards. Yeah. Pro-Kids, Reebok, Louis, Adidas, Gucci, Louis V, Hennessy, all that. We don't own any of it. So when you promote it, you making sure your enemy and their armies and their war efforts is in full effect. While people who are here trying to do what needs to be done to educate and to build and to organize for the future of our people for real, don't get shit. Not nothing. And it's all good, because I always say, welcome the struggle. I welcome the struggle. I'm built for it. Because at the end of it, shit. Y'all championing and praising and thinking about Ibrahim Traore. Them people is doing what they need to do. Y'all the ones that's, they gonna say, watch they face when they ace. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah. That's what it's gonna be. These dudes over here trying to replace the population. They trying to get South Africans over here as if that's really a damn thing. White South Africans, ain't no white South Africans. Those is goddamn it Ofes. Straight from the Caucasus Mountains. Ain't nothing African about them. But watch y'all face when they ace. Well, you gonna ace right with them, because again, y'all not trying to build your own. So on that note, I got to keep getting moving. I got to do what I do. As always, much appreciation to those who funded the war effort, to those who didn't, who's here sitting and peeking. We know who you are. Thanks for coming. Get educated, okay? Yeah. Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down as always, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. Much appreciation for my classroom assistants. What up, boss? They might say anything. What's going on with you? You might say anything. What up? Salute, Nas. What's going on? I gotta go. Y'all all in here. Y'all was late and shit and chit-chatting and everything. Huh? Wall Street Will and all that. Y'all, come on. No more now. Yeah, I seen y'all creeping in the back door and all that just because I ain't say nothing. I seen y'all ass. All right? Now, all my truckers, make sure y'all be safe out there. We got damn boats running in the bridges and all that. So the truckers, y'all got to be real careful. Right? Make noise with them horns. Get people out your way. Drive safely. If you got cat shit in your eye, pull over to the side. Don't drive. And stay away from them rest stop dots. Yeah, I see you, Daryl. Yeah, okay? All my little queen comrades, stay up. Keep your eyes open. Be on alert. Dudes is real freaky in these streets. All right? Doing all type of stuff. And again, if you have any issues, reach out. Don't be shy. And do what Whitey do. Whitey pay for therapy. Get your head right. Get your head right. Okay? You dig? That's what we do here. We get our minds right, because you need it. In this day and time, shit ain't going fine. Everybody got some issues. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody got a few issues too. You know how that do. Don Catalog, much appreciation. We see what we see. We do what we do. All right? And again, East New York, always. Always. Huh? Huh? Apollo. Apollo. Huh? Don't get me started. Apollo. Yeah. And 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.